This is an unbelievable story of the Carvajal-Santa family of Spain and the Americas. It is all about the perils and opportunities with inflexible identities, especially when our core values are at stake. The flexibility of identity is a complex phenomenon reflected across different cultural and religious dimensions. Today, we will explore this theme with a particular focus on the descendants of Old Christians and Sephardic Jews in Iberia, Mexico, and Bolivia from the mid 14th century to the mid 17th century. This era was marked by religious conversions and the formation of new identities, a phenomena personified by the Carvajal-Santa family, who actively concealed their Jewish roots and promoted their Christian credentials. The emergence of this family's new identity can be traced back to the late 1300s, following the successful intermarriage and integration of the Jewish Alevi family and the Old Christian Carvajal line. This family, descendants of both Jewish and Christian lineages, managed to forge hybridized identities. Their actions, decisions, and relationships provide a valuable window into the understanding of identity creation during the early modern age, and our own. A unique case is that of the Carvajal-Santa family, who skillfully navigated their hybrid identity to rise to the top echelons of power in Spain as royal advisors and administrators, Catholic cardinals, and members of the lower nobility. However, there were high costs. By 1492, the march of history claimed Spanish Christian victories at the expense of Muslim, Jewish, and Native American communities. For example, in 1492 alone, three unimaginable events transpired. After a 10-year war to reclaim Islamic Nasrid Granada, the Spanish monarchs took up residence in the luxuriously ornate Alhambra Palace on January 1st. The remaining 250,000 to 300,000 Jews were exiled from Spain on July 31st, and Cristobal Colon, also known as Columbus, and his crew landed on Hispaniola and the Americas on December 25th. Witness and participant in this history, the Carvajal-Santa family confederation must have understood its unique and privileged position in the making of what would become the early modern period, but at the cost of their religious ancestry, only saved as a memory and the expense of fellow Jews, long-standing Muslim families from Spain, and indigenous civilizations in the Americas. At the direction of Spanish King Ferdinand and Queen Isabel, the family's ambassador in Rome, Cardinal Bernardino Lopez de Carvajal, sought and obtained Pope Alexander VI's blessing of the Spanish claims in the Americas via the May 3rd and May 4th papal bulls of 1493. Thereafter, they migrated during the conquest and colonization of Mexico and South America as conquistadores and their family churchmen, and as well as entrepreneurs. They were conversos. Jews had converted to Catholicism, but they didn't allow this status to marginalize them. Instead, they found new strategies for survival and prosperity under the most adverse conditions. This resilience underlines the positive aspects of identity flexibility. However, there are moments when this flexibility brings deadly consequences. A notable example is Luis de Carvajal, a member of this family who was sentenced to death in 1596 in Mexico City for practicing Judaism in secret. Despite the peril, elements of their Jewish identity persisted, demonstrating how intricate the process of identity negotiation can be. So, interestingly, this family extended their survival strategy in painful ways. To Mariana, Luisa Carvajal's sister, after the death of her family, she was placed into the protective custody of relatives who shared her Jewish ancestry. Initially, her extended family protected her from the Inquisition, but when she was deemed to have relapsed into Judaism, they did not intervene. In fact, her own extended family members, who were members of the Catholic elite and Mexican Inquisition, saw to her execution. The family's decision not to protect Mariana suggests They prioritized their survival and success over family ties. This was the deadly side of identity flexibility. For the Carvajal-Santa family, survival necessitated the complete abandonment of Judaism within their family, even if it meant the execution of their kin. The resulting elimination of their Jewish elements of their identity was a strategy to ensure the family's survival in a hostile environment. I don't know what to make of their decisions. Consequential and fateful, for certain, but unforgivable, necessary. I'm uncertain as an historian. As one of their direct descendants, I think and I feel it is as deeply personal and painful a sin for which I must atone. In conclusion, the Carvajal-Santa family experience illustrates the potential and the perils of identity flexibility. Their story sheds light on how the negotiation of identity can lead to unprecedented social mobility, resilience, and survival. Yet it also shows the demands of a new identity can lead to the abandonment of ancestral faiths and even the loss of life. Their experiences underscores the powerful impact of cultural and religious change on identity formation and preservation. They illustrate that the process of identity formation is not merely a personal journey, but also a reflection of broader social and historical processes. Let us hope we never face the life and death test presented to the Carvajal-Santa family. Thank you.